Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Kansas State versus Oklahoma State college football matchup on Saturday, September 28th, 2024. If you like all the free picks we do at Pickdawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Just go to Pickdawgz.com, click on the premium picks tab. I've also got a link directly below this video in the description. Prices range from $15 all the way up to yearly packages, but regardless, you can use the discount code PICK and get 15% off any purchases at Pickdawgz. We also have VIP type packages meant for people that make big bets with big bankrolls, looking for that VIP type experience. We offer that. It's just not available on the website. You got to text the number. But keep in mind, these are our most expensive premium products, and these are long-term packages only. But let's get to it. Kansas State taking on Oklahoma State, a Big 12 battle. Two teams coming off of losses last week. Oklahoma State, the home loss against Utah in what was an absolute war, physically, and the game score probably not indicative though as to how one-sided the gameplay actually was, with Oklahoma State being on the wrong side of it on every which way that you slice it. Meanwhile, Kansas State, a 7.5-point road favorite at BYU, absolutely slaughtered 38-9. If it was a fight, they would have stopped it. They looked absolutely horrible in that game, and even BYU rubbing in a 90-yard punt return on the Kansas State special teams. It was just an epic beatdown of beatdowns. The thing was that Kansas State looked to be in control in the early going in that game, and then all of a sudden it got ugly in a hurry. Avery Johnson on a lot of people's Heisman list, on that list no longer, throwing 2 interceptions, 130 yards passing on just 15 of 28. He looked absolutely terrible, even though he did rush for 74 yards. Meanwhile, Oklahoma State, they could not get the offense going against Utah in the first half of that game, or for the better part of the game, finally scoring some points in the end of the game. But I think, this revolving musical chairs at quarterback is never a good sign. The Oklahoma State rushing offense has been just ineffective. They cannot get it going. The expectations were through the roof for the rushing attack for Okie State this year. Not there. 96.2 yards per game is 115th ranked in the nation. Yards per rush at 3.3 is 109th. But passing, well, that's where the openings have been as other teams try and stuff that run. But the completion percentage is 91st ranked in the nation. Just 59.8% of the passes have been completed, and that is a big problem. The Kansas State defense overall allowing just 297.5 yards per game. Pretty solid against a reasonable schedule. 15th in rushing against, just 83.2 yards per game, and teams running for just 2.8 yards per carry against them, which is absolutely stellar. Meanwhile, passing against, pretty solid, but teams are completing at a very good rate, 64.2% of the time. That puts the Kansas State defense at 102nd ranked in the nation in that category, and 7.9 yards per attempt, also north of 100 in the rankings for the Kansas State defense. The Kansas State rushing offense has been very good, though, rushing the football to the tune of 240.2 yards per game, 16th best in the nation. 6.5 yards per carry, 6th best in the nation. But the passing, like I said, Avery Johnson's numbers just not even on the chart. 80th ranked in completion percentage. He's 111th in pass attempts, passing yards per game, 117th in the nation. Just does not get it done. The Oklahoma State defensive numbers, they've given up really big numbers. 126th ranked in yards against. Rushing against, just absolutely slaughtered, 103rd ranked in rushing yards allowed per game, 122nd passing yards per game. Just way, way, way too many yards. And while I don't love what Kansas State is doing, I think Avery Johnson is way overrated, especially when it comes to throwing the football. But I just think that Kansas State finds those creases and just really turns this into a track meet. And I'm just not so sure Oklahoma State can keep pace. We're just not getting enough points with the Cowboys to keep me focused there. I'm going to take Kansas State, lay the points, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.